Now, if you live in Florida, you might know that a lot of people move to Florida every day, right? But there's people that say they'll never move to Florida for a specific reason. But don't worry, I'm gonna go over a couple of those reasons with y'all. Let's get into it. Now, first up, all right? I actually put this in another video, but a lot of people say they'll never move to Florida because we're too expensive. Everywhere is expensive. Now look, I know Florida's very expensive, especially when it comes down, living or whatnot. But there's a few things that you can do to try to combat that. Let me show you something. Now, first up, okay? The first thing you want to do is try not to eat out so much, okay? Cook at home. Do whatever you got to do. Don't be at Root Chris every weekend getting the surf and turf, okay? That's going to add up. Now, look, if you can't cook, okay, that's something completely different, all right? But ain't nothing wrong with pulling up at Wendy's, all right? Getting the 4 for 4. Maybe balling out a little bit. Get the $5 bag, Ain't nothing wrong with this right here, especially when you got kids. Now, next up, a lot of people say they wouldn't move to Florida because there's too many theme parks, all right? Too many tourists. But what you don't understand is that a big bulk of the theme parks are right in Central Florida. Now, there are theme parks in other parts of the state, but for the most part, it's just in Central Florida, and Florida is huge. There's so many other places you can live that don't have theme parks. For example, you got Lake Helen, Florida, okay? It's the gem of Florida. You know how special of a town you gotta be to be called the gem of Florida? Now look, you ain't gonna find no theme parks here, okay? Matter of fact, only thing you're gonna find here is a police station and 6 stop signs. All right? I don't even think they got a traffic light. Now look, you don't wanna sleep, okay, on Lake Helen, all right? Nice little small town, all right? They done been in movies. They got a nice market that they do here on the weekends. I've been a few times. It's nice, all right? Also, it's just a really good, nice community. Everybody's just, really nice here in Lake Helen. And if you ever thought about, visiting a spiritualist community, this is the place to be because Cassadaga is kind of inside of Lake Helen. And we all know about Cassadaga. The whole town's haunted. Now, last but not least, all right? One of the main reasons people don't want to move to Florida is because they say people in Florida are crazy. We got the Florida man, but sometimes people ain't crazy. It's just, what Florida throws at us and how we, receive it. Let me explain. Now, I know a lot of people probably like, this is a crazy headline. No, dude just knows the, seriousness of, driving under the influence in a car. But if I'm in my wheelchair, and this is how I get around, this basically like walking. All right, this next one, okay? Personally, I don't have a problem with this, especially if I'm hungry. Don't touch my macaroni and cheese, all right? Especially if it's from Chick-fil-A, all right? You touch my mac and cheese, I'm fighting anybody. Don't play with the mac and cheese. Now, this last one, okay? This could be a little, troublesome if you had like a restaurant that kind of uphold themselves to a higher standard. But we at the Waffle House, okay? This could happen at any Waffle House in America, not just Florida. This ain't no Florida headline. This is normal activity at a Waffle House. Now look, I don't know what y'all gonna do, okay, to remember this. Like it, share it, comment, I don't know. But the more you know. Peace.